Hey, man, I just tell the truth.
Come on, man.
And they don't like that.
And the problem is that most guys don't understand this and don't know this. So since most guys don't know this, they have no idea. I was on with Anton Daniels yesterday, and he asked me, like, what should how should guys kind of deal with women never taking accountability or us holding women accountable in society, since men are held accountable and all this other shit. And I was like, the reality is, like, men just got to understand female nature. When you understand female nature, you just aren't going to get mad and want to hold them accountable. A lot of the reason why guys get frustrated with women and they want to hold them accountable is because they hold them to a male standard, because they don't properly understand women.
Yeah.
Right? But if you actually understand them properly and you know who they are, how they behave, their nature, you really can't get mad at them for the shit that they do, because you understand how things work. When you understand how things work, it's a lot easier to come to peace with female nature. I've always said this, and I'll say it again for a lot of you guys that are fucking new here. You can either respect women as equals or you can understand them, but you can't do both. If you understand them, there's no fucking way you can respect them as equals, because their biology, their circuitry, their makeup is completely different. And trying to get women to be accountable and holding them to a masculine standard is damn near fucking impossible, because they don't adhere to that. They just don't. So I think instead of trying to get society to hold women accountable, because they never fucking will, I think it's better for just men to understand women, know this is what it is, and then just move accordingly. You know what I mean?
That's all you can do.
I think that's the best. I think understanding them is better than trying to get them to, be accountable for their decisions. It's not going to happen, bro. The criminal justice system right now, women still serve 66% less time than men for the same fucking crimes. We see bitches every single day getting caught for having sex with teenagers in high school. Nothing happens. They get a bracelet. They might get 1 year in jail. They're not doing, 10, 20 years like a male sexual predator. It's not the same, bro. And we just gotta get out of this fallacy that men and women are equal. They're not in any way. And it is what it is. And I think if the faster men understand this, the faster men know this, the faster they can move accordingly and just understand this is how women are. I can never put them in a position of power. I can never let them have leverage over me. I can never be in a position where if she were to leave me, everything is going to get fucked up. You have to almost set your shit up in a certain way where if she were to break up with you or she were to leave you, it's going to hurt her more than it hurts you. But the problem is a lot of you guys invest so much into these bitches
No power.
that and she has so much leverage that when she does leave you, it devastates you. She was your only source of sex. She was your only person that you talked to. She was the person that you got advice from. You spent a significant amount of time with her, so now you have all this fucking downtime. That's why it's so fucking important to go into relationships and dealing with women from a defensive perspective. You guys sit there and say, Myron, that's kind of fucked up, man. Like, you don't want to sit there and talk to your girl, spend more time with her. No, bitch, because I don't want to be dependent upon her. So if I were to break up with her, I'm not like gonna be 100% disheveled and fucking destroyed, right? Anytime I see a guy that is destroyed after a relationship, I know he cared too much and then he was too invested. And I know this is very difficult for a lot of you guys to do, right? To not be too invested in a woman, but this is literally how you got to move in today's day and age. All the fucking institutions that were put in place to ensure that she wouldn't break your heart and wouldn't leave you, they're fucking gone, dumbasses. Like, how many times I hate that I gotta yell at people and say this shit, bro. Religion gone, secularism here. Women being 304s and being promiscuous, exercising options, here. Instagram, here. Dating apps, here. Grass green on the other side, here. All the things that kept them in place are gone. A father, family, religion, gone. Shame from society, gone. So you got to deal with the new normal. And then I get these fucking TradCon idiots trying to sit there and tell me, oh, Myron, this is fucked up. You teach guys to be assholes and womanize all this other shit. No, I tell guys how to deal with the new normal. It's not 1955 anymore. It's 2025, bitch. So if you guys want to sit there and tell guys, just read the Bible. It's going to be fine. She's going to be your wife and she's going to be dutiful and love you and everything else like that. A covenant between God. Those days are fucking done, bro. Jesus can't save these hoes. What makes you think you can? It's over, bro. Like, you got to move different now. You got to date and deal with women defensively. Okay? That's how it is. So if she were to leave you, it ain't gonna fuck you up that bad. That's how you gotta go, man. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish we could have the fucking dream fairy tales. I wish you could sit there and be like, I love you, you're my only, all shit, write notes to each other. Bro. Or, don't listen to my advice. Invest, spend a significant amount of time with her, give her everything, and then when she leaves your dumb monkey ass, come crying over here. Because the thing is, a lot of you niggas go ahead and get a girlfriend. You guys leave the show for a bit or whatever. Then you bitch ass niggas come back a year or two later. Oh, man. Yeah. I went back to the plantation, man. Fuck, bro. Yeah. I got weak. Yeah, it happens. You get your dick sucked, then you turn into a simp again. So you really got to fucking like take this information in and like live it, man. Like you got to live it. You got to breathe it. You got to really be about this fucking life. And this is why it's so important. I tell you guys, work all the time. The reason why I tell y'all to work all the time is because when you're working all the time, it keeps you away from your girl to a degree. You need healthy distance from her, man. You need healthy distance from her. So if something does happen to you, or sorry, if it does happen in a relationship, it won't destroy you, man. So anyway,
Rant.
Look, guys, let me be very clear about this. Breakups are going to happen. You're going to lose your girl. You know, at some point you break up, whatever. I'm not telling you guys that you're not going to break up. Now, let me be very explicit about this. This isn't about, oh, she's never going to break up with me. I'm putting you guys in a position when the inevitable does come and the relationship does break up, you're in a position where it won't fuck you up. See the difference there? I'm not telling y'all, oh, listen to me. You're never going to break up. You're never going to lose a girl ever. You're never going to break up. All I'm doing is I'm teaching you guys things to mitigate the damage when it inevitably comes. That's what this is about. We prepare you guys to deal with the new fucking normal where it's not going to turn your world upside down and you're thinking about putting a fucking handgun in your fucking mouth. That's what we're teaching you guys not to do, okay? To mitigate the fucking inevitable damage that deals with women, when it comes to dealing with women, okay? That's all we're teaching you. So, like with the DDG situation, I broke this down perfectly. The issue with his problem, which I called it from the beginning, is he came to a relationship here, she was here. As, and this was years ago. We've got pretty much figured out that streamers are like the new celebrities now, right? So she's a traditional celebrity, musician / actress. He comes in as like a rapper / YouTuber, right? As his career starts to progress and he gets more and more popular with streaming, he starts to close the gap in their relationship. Now, I would argue that the turning point for streamers where they officially became that type of celeb, like we hit the mainstream, is when I saw Donald Trump get pushed by a bunch of, podcasters and streamers, and then it's like, holy shit, influencers are the new fucking celebs now. Right? Because if you guys look at like Trump's campaign versus Kamala Harris' campaign, Trump utilized social media influencers, podcasters, streamers. Kamala Harris utilized traditional celebrities, musicians, rappers, actors, actresses, etc. Trump destroyed her. Now, am I saying that it's only because he used influencers that he won? No. But it does show significance where the new celeb are influencers, right? So not necessarily... Frank, hey! Sit. Stay. Sorry, this motherfucker over here going crazy.
Okay.
And then Hero, get out of here, nigga. Stay. Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right, see? Frank, listen, nigga, you got to get this guy. Stay.
Hero.
All right, stay. Sorry, guys. So, where was I? Fuck.
DDG.
Yes. So as streaming became a real, like, viable way to be considered a celebrity, his fame started to come here, and then he reached her level, and then he surpassed her, right? And what I think is, as he surpassed her, she couldn't deal with the imbalance now in status, right? And him having other girls. Keep in mind, a lot of these problems that they had was him having other girls on stream and shit like that. That pissed her off because when he came into the relationship, she was the boss. And then for her to lose that dynamic was a problem, right? And there's videos of her like stepping on his feet, bitching him out and stuff like that. And he's like, ugh. Right? So, very obvious that she had the frame in the beginning and then he took it back, which is a rare situation. Not often does that happen, where the guy kind of comes in and exceeds the, increases his value while the woman loses hers, or increases it while she stays stagnant. And that's what basically happened, and that pissed her off. And since she was used to being the boss, she didn't like this asymmetrical dynamic that she now had.